This is the instructional design presentation for MED 7809, Multiplication and Division Fluency within 100. I will begin the presentation by briefly introducing myself. Then I will describe the context. I will identify the need that was determined and the instructional goal that came as a result of it. I will go through and analyze the goal analysis diagram, as well as describe an instructional strategy that will be used in my classroom. I will describe all of the instructional materials that will be used to carry out the lessons, as well as assessments, and I will tell how to determine if the implementation plan was a success and give my final conclusions. My name is Diana Magana, and I am a third grade teacher at Las Americas Aspira Academy. I teach Spanish immersion math, science, and social studies. Las Americas Aspira Academy is a dual-language charter school in Newark, Delaware. The school's mission is to educate and empower each student to realize their full potential and positively impact their communities. Students receive all instruction in both English and Spanish. The performance context is the third grade class. It consists of 100 students who are broken up into 4 classes of 25. One of these classes is the inclusion class and has an extra teacher, which is the enrichment teacher. About half of all students come from low-income families, and roughly 40% are English language learners. Students possess a wide variety of ability levels ranging from below grade level, on grade level, and above grade level. During the multiplication and division unit, teachers identified a need. Students are lacking conceptual understanding of multiplication and division, but an even greater problem is that they are lacking fluency skills in multiplication and division. This leads to difficulty in solving world problems and success in future math courses as well. The instructional goal that was created is by the end of the school year, 75% of third grade students will be able to fluently multiply and divide within 100 with 90% accuracy on timed fluency assessments. In order to meet that goal, there are 4 objectives that students must also meet. These include being able to interpret products of whole numbers, being able to interpret quotients of whole numbers, being able to apply properties of operations as strategies to multiply and divide, and to be able to determine the unknown whole number in a multiplication or division equation relating 3 whole numbers. In order to meet these objectives, students will have to complete a variety of tasks, such as writing multiplication and division equations, recognizing the distributive, commutative, and associative properties, and many more skills. Prerequisite skills needed in order to have success in this unit include being able to group items in pairs and being able to write equations to express the total as the sum of equal addends. One instructional strategy that will be used in the classroom is the game I Have, Who Has. It is a fluency game that promotes team building, listening skills, and engages students. The teacher will start with the first card. It may say, I have the first card. Who has 8 times 2? The person who has the answer will have a card that may say, I have 16. Who has 8 times 3? And it continues until all cards have been used and all students have participated. Students are using team building skills in order to participate in this game, and they are required to know the skill that is being used in the game, whether it's multiplication or division. I will be using a variety of instructional materials. The instructional package that will be used is Engage New York, also known as Eureka Math. It is a complete math program that is involved with sprints, mini lessons, problem sets, exit tickets. It has everything that a math instructional package should have. I will also be using a variety of multiplication and division flashcards, as well as Freckle, which provides online adaptive computer practice in both English and Spanish. Online games will be used to solidify fluency and continue practice, such as through multiplication.com. A typical lesson will begin with a fluency drill, also known as a sprint, where students will answer as many questions as they can within a given time period, usually a minute. They will try to answer as many as they can. When the minute is up, they will flip their paper over, where they will have another chance to do the fluency drill with a different set of problems, again a minute, and they will try to improve their score from the front. After that, the lessons will progress into a whole group mini lesson, followed by small group instruction that will either be with the teacher or the paraprofessional. Students will be engaged in independent or partner practice if they are not in a small group, or they will be doing adaptive computer practice through Freckle. At the end of the lesson, all students will receive an exit ticket to determine the success of the lesson and the implementation plan. Assessments that will be given are daily exit tickets through Engage New York, and the fluency drills, also known as sprints, also from Engage New York. Daily exit tickets, such as the one on the left here, typically cover only one skill or standard and are quick 5 to 7 minute assessments. Fluency drills or sprints are typically 1 to 2 minute pattern sheets or multiplication or division assessments. A summative assessment will be given if needed and if determined by the teacher. I will know if this plan is successful based on assessment results. If assessment results improve and students are showing that they can use multiple strategies to solve multiplication and division word problems fluently, that will mean that this plan is being successful. Students will also be asked to provide their feedback through various surveys that will be conducted through Schoology as well as through interviews. Teachers will be interviewed to see if they have noticed a difference when implementing this plan, as well as 4th grade teachers to see if students are retaining the fluency skills needed for success in future coursework. From completing this plan, I identified that a clear need needs to be identified and supported with evidence. Also, a teacher needs to take the time to really research to ensure that there is a need and to identify clear solutions to determine this need. Finally, I learned that revision is needed and it needs to be constant. No one plan is perfect and no one plan can be used for every student. Even if a plan is used successfully in one school year, it may need to be revised and likely will need to be revised with a new group of students during a new school year. Again, ID plans need to be taken with time, they need to be proven with research, and items need to be tested with students to ensure that they provide the instruction that students need, that it is targeted, and they are used to identify and solve a problem that has been identified in the classroom. And my references.